Greetings, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in and welcome to another edition of Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. I am Yah-Tay Keaton, your host of Female Barber Talk, and we are here with episode number 86. I can't believe it's number 86. Consistency and persistency, as Miss Regina Miller would say. Speaking of, we come on once uh the last Friday. God, I'm getting it mixed up. The last Friday of the month, we come on and have salon and barber industry talk. If you missed last month's episode, it was dealing with dating in the industry. Check it out. Anywho, we are continuing, or I am continuing, a series that I've been on for the last 8 episodes, because this is the eighth one of 11. Of it's the series is called Think Like a Barber: Foundation Focus Execution, where skills meet structure and structure builds professionals. So tonight we're talking about finding your rhythm behind the chair. Slow is smooth. Okay. Contrary to popular belief, slow is smooth, especially when you're starting out. So one of the biggest pressures new barbers face is time. I was there. Sometimes I'm still there, depending on what's going on and the conversation that I'm having with my with my clients. We can get in. I got to tell y'all this. So I ain't gonna say who it is, but I have this one professor, and boy, uh, good person, really, really good person. And I guess it's just, making up for time in between when we don't see one another. But when I tell you, from the time they walk in to the time they leave, we are having a conversation. And sometimes I have a razor in my hand. And I'm like, can you just be quiet till I finish? But it's a good feeling. It's a good thing when your clients come and they're excited to see your whole conversation, catch up, see what's going on, the whole 9 yards. But nonetheless, tonight's episode is time versus quality. We're talking about time versus quality and finding your rhythm behind the chair, not somebody else's rhythm, not what somebody's trying to force on you, but your rhythm. And as I mentioned, one of the biggest pressures that new barbers face is time. Everybody want to cut faster. Everybody wants to keep up. Everybody wants to look experienced before they actually become experienced. That wasn't the case for me. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I guess we going live over here. Hey, thank you for joining. Greatly appreciate you. I tell y'all, it's been, these last couple of weeks been rough for you girls. So as a matter of fact, I've been working on something. Believe it or not, I've been up over 24 hours trying to get this project done. I might not look like it, but I've been up 24 hours to the point I was like, let me just take a nap. This before I got started, and I slept on the sofa because I want to get it done. Anywho, we're talking tonight about time versus quality and finding your rhythm behind the chair. Slow is smooth, okay? It's not always in the fastness of everything, but like I mentioned, everybody want to cut faster. They want to keep up. They want to look experienced before they actually become experienced. But rushing doesn't build confidence. It builds inconsistency. So you got to learn how to take your time, trust the process. If you trust in the process, you're going to get there. You're going to eventually get there. And I say it I'm going to say it and say it and say it. Don't allow nobody to rush your process. You can't compare yourself to somebody that's been barbering or a stylist 5, 10, 15 years. Different experience, different levels. You know, there's a lot of play in those situations. Hey, what LaDosha says, stay strong. Me too. I've been up 24 hours too, working on World Afro Day, Cleveland. I'm telling you, y'all, can you see the bags? I and LaDosha, I gotta say this. When you really get into it, it's like you keep going and going and going and going and going. I know that I've been up 24 hours. I'm feeling a little like a migraine on this side because I do need to eat. I've been snacking here and there, and I do need to rest because I got to get up early in the morning. But anywho, that momentum when you want to get it done or you got a lot to get done, you find that energy to keep going, keep going, keep going. But I said to myself, after this, I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to do one more thing, and then I'm hitting the sack. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Yeah, I'm going to shower and go to bed. But let's get into this. Let's get into this. Facts on facts. Thank you. It's like you want to keep going, keep going. And that's what's been happening. I'm way over 24 hours. Yeah, it's going into 48 almost. It's going into 48. Anywho, so like I said, rushing doesn't build confidence, it builds inconsistency. So today I'm going to be talking about speed, quality, rhythm, and how to stop letting the clock, okay? How to stop letting the clock control your work behind the chair. And not so much just the clock, but others who are being the clock for you, who are clock watching or time watching you, and you know, so on and so forth. I've had that too at the barbershop. You taking too long. You doing this. You doing that. You doing the other. You know what? I'd rather be slow and get it right and then speed up later than to be fast, trying to get somebody out, messing them up, or better yet, injuring them or cutting them because I'm moving so fast. That, yeah. So I got 3 points that I'm gonna go through. And y'all know I have some real talk moments. And of course I got my slides. Thanks to let me see here. I think I pulled up one too many, but I got my slides. Let me just pop through them real quick, y'all, because I think yeah, I did. I put remove. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I have a few slides here that I'm going to share with you all as it relates to the topic. And then I got some real talk moments that I want to share with you all as well. So just bear with me a little bit as I get this squared away. But we're going to talk about this subject. Hold on, EPISODE, episode 86. This is episode 86, y'all. And let me just run down real quick the series. So I mentioned that this is the Think Like a Barber series. Thanks to LaDosha. She asked about clippers and guards. So I went ahead and added that one into this series as well. So if you missed that, you missed a good one. Even the lay people, you know, those who go and watch the barbers cut your family members or loved ones' hair, you can get some information and understanding via that video. And once again, LaDosha, thank you for asking about that. So I added it in. But nonetheless, this series is called Think Like a Barber, and there are 11 videos, and we're on number 8. So the first one was episode 69, and it's the consultation, is the cut before the cut. Clarity before clippers. You get that consultation, you get that information, and you want to make sure you get that done so you'll know how to proceed with the cut, with the style, and you're not redoing or losing out on on some money, because you mess up, some folks ain't gonna pay you. All right. The second episode, which was episode 70, see it before you cut it. See it before you cut it, visualizing the outcome. You got to visualize it before you can actually make it happen. So you got to see it before doing, or be before doing. That's what my mentor would tell me. You got to be before doing. Number 71, episode number 3 of this one is sectioning is strategy. You control the hair, you control the cut. So sectioning is strategy. Number 72, that's video number 4 of the series, is stop guessing with clippers. Know what you're cutting, okay? Guard work and length control. Number 81, or video number 5 in this series, was blending isn't magic, it's method. There's a method to blending. Some people think it's magic, but it's not. There's a process, there's a method to blending. So that is one of the videos in this series. Episode number 83, video number 6, is understanding clipper guards. Thanks to LaDosha, we got that up, pulled that off, and that is the basics every beginner and client should know about clippers and guards. You wonder why a barber switch guards, even use different clippers? Check that video out. It'll tell you why. All right. Episode number 85, your lineup speaks first. Mastering the hairline. That's a good one. I showed y'all some of my hairlines, some of my cuts and hairlines. And I also talked about some things as it relates to hairline, the weak side, strong side. When a person has hair growing down a good portion of their forehead, how do you handle that? Do the client like their bars close in, or do they like them far apart? And how do you measure that? I talked about that. And now we're talking episode number 86, finding your rhythm behind the chair. Slow is smooth, because when you go fast, it doesn't build confidence, it builds inconsistency, and then oftentimes you mess up. All right. So tonight, once again, it's about speed, quality, and rhythm. Stop letting the clock control you, or others who are being the clock control you. All right. Number 1, fast comes from repetition, not panic. You got to get the reps in, get your process down or your system down, and know and master that. And then you can pick up speed. But you got to get the repetition in first, get that movement in, that muscle memory in, and then you'll be able to pick up speed. So speed is earned, not forced. New barbers think they need to move fast immediately. I don't know why that's so. Let me put this up. I have no idea why that is so, but many barbers think they got to move fast from the onset. It's crazy. I don't get it. But then again, I do. Depending on where you are, what environment you're in, if it's fast paced, you know, like a franchise that times you on your cuts, it can be a lot of pressure with that. But even in being in those environments, doing it fast, rushing, I've seen people cut their hands. I'm talking like every other client, because they're moving so fast. Either cut their hands with the shears or the clippers, or cut the client because they're moving so fast. And I'm going to tell you, children and elderly clients, their skin is different. I'm just going to say different. So you got to be careful when you're cutting children, and you have to be especially careful when you're cutting seniors and elderly individuals because their skin is thin. So if you are moving fast and you're cutting an elderly person, be careful. And not only that, they can bleed and feel like somebody done turned on the faucet with them. So point one, fast comes from repetition, not panic. Speed is earned, not forced. New barbers think they need to move fast immediately. That's not the case. You first want to focus on consistency, clean sections, proper technique, and intentional movement. Intentional movement. You want to see it before you do it, know what you're doing, understand your system, master your system, and work your system with lots of reps. Once you get them reps in, then you'll be able to speed up. But don't speed up until you've gotten your reps and you've gotten your system down pat. Why? Because you're going to build inconsistency. And I'm a backpedal on that, where I said rushing doesn't build confidence. Well, it's going to build inconsistency, and then you're not going to have the confidence because you're not going to have the consistency there. So take your time, find your rhythm, and work that rhythm. And once again, focus on consistency, clear sections, whether you fade in sections, cut in sections, or you go all the way around the head. Whatever your method is, find the rhythm in that and work it. So focus on consistency, clean sections, proper technique, and intentional movement. Move with intentions when you're cutting. All right. Speed naturally will follow structure. You get the structure, you got your system in place, you're working on them repetitions, you're getting them reps in, speed will naturally pick up because you are mastering or have mastered your system. The barber rushing through the fade usually spends more time fixing it or fixing mistakes than the barber moving steadily, moving with intentions, moving with proper technique. All right. So my newbies out there, I know you want to go fast. I know you want to get it done. I know you want to look like you are experienced, but work on your techniques. Focus on consistency, clear sectioning, proper techniques, and intentional movement. You will get there. Trust the process. I wasn't always there, y'all. I'm serious. It took me some time, but I had to stay focused and look in my lane and focus on my lane versus focusing on or watching everybody else or listening to what everybody else was saying about my technique or how I was doing a certain thing. It all works itself out. Trust the process. Work your system, master your system, and you'll get there. The second point I want to share with you all is point number 2, develop your rhythm. You got to develop your own rhythm. If you have the rhythm of somebody else, guess what? You own somebody else's rhythm. Find your rhythm. Develop your rhythm. Every barber has their own pace. Social media creates pressure to compare your timing to others. Social media is just that. You don't know if they sped the video up or if what they've done. Find your own pace, find your own rhythm, and work that. Okay? Rhythm comes from experience. All right? confidence, repetition, and organization. You got to have it all. Develop your rhythm. Experience is going to get you rhythm. Confidence is going to increase your rhythm. And repetition is definitely going to get you there, as well as organization. Having things together, knowing when you're going to use what, how you're going to use it. Being organized take you a long way. So focus on your process, not their highlights. Don't let social media fool you. Don't let them barbers on social media fool you. Okay? Especially my young barbers. Y'all look to that and think it's end all be all. It took some time for them to get to where they are. So take your time. Take your time. Slow is smooth. Get you a system. Work that system. Master your structure and work it. Remember, rhythm comes with experience, confidence, retention. I'm sorry, repetition, and organization. You're going to need all of those in developing your rhythm. And once you get them together, you're going to take off. Okay? Point number 3. Well, let me back up a little bit. Some barbers are naturally methodical. Others move quickly. The goal isn't copying someone. It's becoming efficient in your process. Become efficient in your process. What works for you? Do you fade top down, bottom up, or bottom down? Top down, bottom, top to bottom, bottom to top. Y'all can tell I'm tired. I've been up. Anyway, find your rhythm. If you fade top down or bottom up or in sections, do what you do. Be consistent. Okay? Create clean sections. Again, I'm going over number 1. Fast comes from repetition, not panic. Use that proper technique, whatever technique you've been taught or whatever technique you're mastering, use it and move with intention. So when you get to develop your rhythm, the experience is going to get you there. Confidence, repetition, and organization. It's going to take time. Be patient with yourself. Rhythms are like systems to me. Thank you, LaDosha. It is. Get in your zone. Whatever your zone is, that's your rhythm. Find your rhythm. Find your zone. Same. A calm barber usually controls the service better than a frantic barber trying to impress people. Don't be the barber trying to impress folks. Be calm, work your system, and it's going to entrust the process. You'll get there. Number 3, point number 3, quality builds repetition. This is important. Quality builds repetition. Clients remember consistency more than speed. They want you to be consistent. When they get out of your chair, they know whatever it is, it's going to be consistent. To include the experience, the cut, how it turns out. Quality builds consistency. Repetition. Don't let nobody else tell you anything different. Work on your quality. Work on that repetition. The speed will come. It's part of the process. It's going to come. Clients remember consistency more than speed. Got to tell you that. Most loyal clients stay because 1, they trust your results. 2, they trust your professionalism. 3, they trust your attention to detail. All of that matters. Your results, your professionalism, And excuse me, hold on, y'all. One of my clients got me this cup too. Miss Marcia. Anywho, thank you, Miss Marcia. Quality builds retention. Most loyal clients stay because of the trust. They trust your results, your professionalism. They trust your professionalism, your attention to details. They trust your attention to details. Rush cuts may save minutes, but cost long-term trust. Remember that. For my newbies, it may cost you long-term results if you rush through it. Be patient. You want your clients to trust you because of your results, your professionalism, and your attention to details. All right? A client will wait longer for quality if they know the results are worth it. I'm a witness to that. I'm a witness. I was so slow, but my results were there. And in the beginning, y'all know I went through during COVID, so there wasn't a lot of confidence, a lot of competency in what I was doing early on. But I put in the work. I held down different positions so that I can get the training that I need to bring me up to speed. I put in. I cut homeless at the homeless shelter. Yeah, I was giving free cuts. At one point, I worked in the barbershop and worked for a franchise. I was 1099 and a W-2. That's how bad I wanted to achieve the skill set and master the skill set. It takes time. You got to put yourself in position to get what it is that you're looking for. All right. So once again, a client may wait longer for quality if they know the results are going to be worth it. So, somebody dinging me. Notification. All right. So let's get to the real talk moments. Let me review points 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, fast comes from repetition, not panic. Okay. Focus on consistency, clean sections, proper technique, and intentional movement. Number 2, develop your rhythm, develop your flow, whatever that is. Every barber have their own pace. Social media creates pressure to compare yourself to others. Don't allow social media to do that to you, okay? Find your rhythm, work your system. Rhythm comes from experience, confidence, repetition, and organization. Remember that, organization. And number 3, quality builds repetition. Clients remember consistency more than speed. You can be fast and inconsistent. They're going to remember that. All right. But our clients stay because they trust our what? Results. They trust our professionalism, and they trust our attention to detail. They'll wait longer for quality if they know the results are worth it. All right. Now, real talk. Real talk. Let me put this up here. Did I bring it in? Hold on, y'all. I gotta bring it in. Real talk. These are some real talk moments. Speed, anxiety ruins focus. So don't be anxious for nothing. Work your system. That ain't my quote. That's from the word. But in this instance, it fits. Real talk moments. Speed, anxiety ruins focus. Try not to speed. All right. Slow it down. Slow it smooth. Everybody starts slower than they want to admit. I told y'all I was pretty slow. They were talking about me bad in the barbershop, how slow I was. But it's okay. It's okay. Everybody starts slower than they want to admit. Rushing usually creates more work. You know why? Because it creates inconsistency. And you got to go back and forth, fix it and adjust it. Rushing creates more mistakes. It usually creates more mistakes. Confidence behind the chair grows through repetition. The more reps you get in, the more confidence is built. Okay? The more experience you have, the more confidence you have. That comes through repetition. Slow doesn't mean unskilled. Because you're fast, that doesn't mean you're skilled. And slow doesn't mean that you're unskilled. Quality over quickness, okay? Quality over quickness. Find your rhythm. Remember, quality builds repetition, and fast comes from repetition, not panic. Don't panic, all right? Don't panic. That's it. That's all I got, y'all. Focus on progress, not pressure. If you focus on progress and not pressure, you're going to get some quality cuts, and your clients are going to stay with you because what? They trust your results, they trust your professionalism, and they trust your attention to detail. So remember, focus on progress, not pressure. Your rhythm matters more than your race, okay? It matters more than your race. Don't let pressure force you into shortcuts. Master your process first. I said focus on the process, not pressure. If you focus on the process and master it first, you won't feel pressured into the shortcuts because your technique is there. Don't allow social media to force you into moving fast because you don't know what them folks doing or how they pulling them clips together behind the scenes. All right. Once again, don't let pressure force you into shortcuts. Master your process first, because smooth movements become efficient movements, and efficient movements build professional results. Efficient movements build professional results. That's all I got. Hey, real talk. Everybody starts slower than they want to admit. I ain't afraid to admit I started slow, y'all. But look at me now. Look at me now. It takes time. You have to be, as Miss Regina would say, persistent and consistent. Be persistent and consistent with the process. Get your reps in, master your system, and you'll get there. That's all I have. This has been episode number 86, Time versus Quality. Finding your rhythm behind the chair. Slow is smooth, okay? Get it in. Get them reps in. Focus on consistency, clean sections, proper technique, and intentional movement. Speed will naturally follow. Don't let social media fool you. Don't get caught up in the hype. It takes repetition. It takes time. Trust the process. That's all I got. Thank you all for tuning in to episode 86, Time versus Quality, Finding Your Rhythm Behind the Chair. This is number 8 of the series, Think Like a Barber, Foundation, Focus, and Execution. where skills meet structure and structure builds professionals. Check out the other 7 episodes. They're in a playlist for Think Like a Barber. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. And until next time, enjoy. Remember, focus on the process, not the pressure. All right? I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you, LaDosha, for joining. Thank you, those of you who are catching this on the replay. If you know of any new barbers or barbers who are considering the industry, considering going into barbering, share this video with them. Share the Think Like a Barber series with them. I appreciate it. Until next time, I will catch you all later. Remember, slow down and find your rhythm. Focus on the process, not the pressure. And you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Don't let that pressure get to you. I'll chat with you all later. Y'all know I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
I am real roots, naturals, naturals.